Hi everyone. Being called to do something a little bit different. Instead of the collective message coming from my guides, I felt called to do a special message just from Isis. She has been my patron for many, many years, and I didn't even realize it that she was there when I was a kid. I've always loved Egyptian history and the pantheons, but there was always something about Isis. And then once I began this new path in life when I was a little bit younger, um, it it made sense because she was always there. Um, there are others have that I've been called to, that have been called out to me, but she's always been the one that has been there the most. So I consider her to be my mother and my protector. And I feel called to do a message just specifically from her. So please bear with me. I've never done this before. So we'll see what messages she has. Funnily enough, Isis is actually her Greek name. In Egyptian, her name means Aset or Aset. Aset, Auset. And I find it really unique. She has been linked to many religions after. Once Egypt was no longer the strength and power that it once was, it got adapted into Greco-Roman and then even Christianity. And that's mostly just the story. Hold on. With many times you see Mary holding baby Jesus, that's also a depiction of Isis holding baby Horus. Take that as you will. But she's been around. She's the goddess of 10,000 names. She is mostly I consider her to be one of the most powerful goddesses. But she's not, so she's one of the most powerful, but yet she typically doesn't use that power for herself. She does it for her family. I notice in all the stories, even when she tricked Ra into giving her his secret name with the saliva, it was not to gain power for herself. It was to gain power for her husband, for her family, so her family could rise. And it's not just for her specifically. Don't really need that. Okay. One more. But like I said, I consider her to be one of the most powerful goddesses because she has been around for so long. But she's on the lighter aspect. But she can turn very fierce if she needs to. And it's typically to protect those she loves. Even her brother Set, when he was fighting her son Horus, she did protect him at one point. So she does what she does because she has such a fierce love for her family. And I find that for me, particularly now, especially in my phase of life, that I do what I do because I love my family so much. It's that drive. It's that mother lion. She'll do what she has to protect her family, and that's what it gives off. Isis seems to be okay with not always being the center of attention. She's giving that attention to her husband. She's giving that attention to her son. But yet she is such a powerhouse in and of herself. But she's that feminine that is okay to be at the side and not have to be at the forefront. And that is a little bit different than a lot of the goddesses now and I love them, because they're fierce, they're independent, and that is needed. But I love her too because she's okay. I have my own strength, I have my own power. She could rule all by herself, but she chooses to allow her husband. She's good with being his partner, his equal, but in letting him rule. And with her cards that come out is Ptah, alchemy and creation, one of the canopic jars, earth, spirit, and sarcophagus, initiation. This one is really interesting. Typically, sarcophagus is what you're laid into. Really fancy word for a coffin. It's what you're laid into when it's your time to go into the next world, and it's initiation. So it doesn't mean it's the end. It means it's the beginning. Something brand new. So one phase of your life is ending and a brand new one is beginning. It has to be the end. It really has to be the end for you to go to that beginning. And it's calling you, Ptah is calling you to be the creator of the new life that you are, or calling for, that you're seeking. And you can create with what you have with you. You have everything within you to create. It's like the magician card, but it's the Ptah is the oracle. He's the magician of this world. And the earth spirit. Find your foundation. Find your roots, and then build from there. Whenever you are creating the next phases of your life, if you're not firmly grounded, it can kind of, it's hard to build the best life it's hard to build a strong building without a solid foundation. And that's what this feels like it's telling me. You need to have a firm and solid foundation before you can actually build that next life. So take the time and find where your foundation is so that you can begin. And following that, this is flower of life. You are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender over control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, go with the flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. It's that initiation. It's that spring that we've been talking about. And this is the back side of it. I love this. It's her with the hawk, or her with the kite. And that's one of her sacred animals, is a kite or a hawk. But it's that beginning. It's that time to float. It's that time to grow. And we come with the Queen of Pentacles. She is solid. She is grounded. She is extremely abundant, extremely fertile. And she knows her worth. But she is okay to stand behind the camera, as I would say. She's okay with not being in front. She's okay with not being the leader, but can stand up and be the leader when she needs to. And we've got the Four of Swords coming in backwards. Usually the Four of Swords upright. It's time to rest. It's okay. You're protected. There's nothing getting through. But what this saying is backwards, upside down, is saying either you're out of balance or it's time to get up. It's time. It's no longer time to rest. You've rested enough. Whichever feels right for you, because it feels like it's both. It feels like you're either, you need to get up, you need to get going, you need to stop laying around. It's time to get up. You've rested enough, you've healed enough. Or is you're out of balance. And you haven't taken that time to rest. If you're constantly going, and you haven't healed from whatever it is that you needed to heal from, it is going to make you out of balance. And these two came out together, and it's the Emperor and the Lovers. Emperor is the King of Kings. He is the leader of all, right? He is the Pharaoh. And what I find interesting is that he is so comfortable on his throne. He's got his legs crossed. Only one foot is on the ground. He is that comfortable, that laid back, because he knows that everything in his world is within his control. He can sit back and relax because he has created it all, and it's all going according to his plan. And that's the life that you're trying to create, right? That's that stability and security and foundation that you're creating now, that you're trying to get to here. This hasn't happened yet. This is what you're trying to attain. And the Emperor is the action taker. He's the action taker. He's the one that does it. The Empress is just as strong, but he's the one that actually goes out and does it. The Emperor supports, he goes and does it. He's the conqueror. He's the king. He's the pharaoh. He conquers what he sets his eyes on. And the Lovers. This is about choice. I find it interesting that we have this man in the middle, and both women are looking in the opposite direction. But the gods have chosen you. This is about choice. They're showing whether this is you and you don't know which one to choose, or this is you, or this might be you. Either way, this is a choice that has to be made. It doesn't feel like the love aspect. This feels like the choice. And I know it's the Lovers, but the gods have made a choice. They've decided. They've chosen this person. Have they chosen you? Are they showing you to choose? Because they can't tell you. They can kind of point you in the right direction, which is what this feels like. But there's many aspects to this one specific card. And it's, which one are you drawn to? Are you this person? This one? Or this one? Who are you? Because if you're this person right here, it's time to walk away and choose you. Right? Because this situation, it feels like these two belong together, and this is the third one out. If this is you, you are worth so much more than to being the third one out. Okay? And if this is you, and there's someone else, you can also choose to walk away too. You are worth being 100%. You are worth being the chosen one. And if this is you, you have a choice. You have a choice to make. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to choose between two people. These may be decisions, right? Do I want to stay at this job, or do I want to go with this job that's been offered? This is comfortable and secure, or this is comfortable and secure, but this is what I've always wanted. It's a choice. That's what the Lovers originally was choice. And that's why it's coming in to say you have decisions that need to be made. At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. And what I liked about this one is the Knights always come in this deck. The horses are always moving. So where this Knight is usually the slowest one, or he's not moving at all, he's coming with that solid offer. The page that had said that there's this offer made, he's now bringing it. It's now coming. And that's the bottom of the deck. So whatever it is that you have been waiting on, that solid foundation, that solid offer, that solid to get you starting in the right place, it's finally coming in. I hope this message helped. If you didn't get anything from it, I understand. This was a brand new thing, but this seemed like something that needed to be said. So, many blessings. And if you like this, let me know. Bye.